Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Queen of O'Hara. Let's do a really quick recap of Sister Wives this week. All right, gonna make this real easy for you. This is gonna be a real quick rundown and recap. Basically, this is the Nobody Wants to Quarantine with Kody. So the show is the show is the beginning of the quarantine last year, and um, nobody wants his ass. And he's all up over at Robin's, and even Robin, bless her heart, she don't want anybody to be mad at her, so she don't want him there either. Well, the thing is, girl, nobody else wants him. He has 4 wives, and I'm pretty sure you're the only one that wants him anymore. And I'm not real sure that Robin still wants him, but she don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But yeah, this was a very it kind of made me sad because for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's sad because it's sad to watch a family relive, the beginning of the lockdown last year when there was so much uncertainty and didn't know how long it was going to last or really what was happening, what we should be doing. Um, so that's really sad. But also it's really sad because you are watching the breakdown of this family. And they all speak on that in this episode about how they don't talk to each other, they don't communicate, they don't text, they don't really seem to miss each other, being around each other all the time, or living close like in the cul-de-sac back in Vegas. And so it kind of made me sad. Um, for the sister wives, not for Kody. Fuck you, Kody. Nobody feels sad for you. Nobody. Um, but Kody is like going in between Robin's and Christine's, I guess. I don't know. Janelle told him, don't come over here. Mary, he said that he hasn't been spending the night at Mary's house in a long time, so that's not even an issue. But on this episode, when he did go over to Mary's, he didn't even know that their daughter, Mariah, and her fiance had already came and went, and he didn't even know about anything about it. He missed it. So, I mean, it seems like they really don't see each other or communicate or visit unless it's for filming. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why, him and Mary both speak on kind of the wedge between them, and how that all started, which of course, um, when they moved to the cul-de-sac, she got caught up in a catfishing scandal because, you don't know who you're talking to on the internet. It happens. So, if you remember, that was a whole big thing, and then she had to come out to the family about it, and then that just really changed things. Well, in this episode, her and Kody both speak on how they never really recovered from that. So Kody says that he's forgiven her, but he's just not really interested in her in a romantic sense. And so it's just, it kind of makes you a little sad because, that is his first wife, and um it just makes you sad for the whole family because they don't really seem to be concerned um about one another or trying to stick together or to communicate. And it feels like, and then they just feel stuck with Kody, and then nobody wants him. So they're like, no, Kody, you stay at her house. So, since Robin does tend or seem to be his favorite, and Robin is the one that has the youngest children, so he's over at Robin's. So nobody wants Kody. Nobody wants Kody. There was like, it was really sad because they were talking about how, through the the four wives and all the kids, like in a span of 10 days, they have like five birthdays or something. So they're used to being exactly. They're used to being, together, seeing each other, and they went and did the whole thing, without, standing out in the yard and singing happy birthday and dropping the presents at the doorstep and stuff. But um, I don't know. It's really, Janelle talked about how she likes being by herself. She's good with it. Um, which I've always gotten that impression the whole show, that Janelle's like, whatever. You want to come over, come over. If not, I'm good with it. She's like just raising her kids, doing her own thing. Christine did seem to really um want Kody more in previous years. And I just think everybody's just tired of his ass. Everybody's just disgusted with him and kind of with each other, it seems like. It doesn't seem like they're necessarily mad at each other, they just don't care anything about being close, which happens with family, but you'd expect it to be a little bit different when you chose this lifestyle and you all chose to be married to the same man and have kids with him, and so, y'all are gonna be a family forever, as their religious beliefs, and so I don't know, but it was, I would like to say poor Kody, but not really. But it was really sad for the kids, especially Truly, Christine's youngest. She was having a really hard time and not understanding why she couldn't play with her siblings, even though they lived in different houses. She's like, we're all family. And so it was really sad. It was kind of a more of a sad show. But him and Mary definitely do not have any kind of, and so I think in next week's episode it shows him and Mary spending some alone time. So I don't know. I mean, it looked like they were out camping or something. They're probably, if I had to guess, I would say they're out on Coyote Pass on that land. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I hope they can rekindle things, but he just Kody in his one-on-one interviews, he just seems very defeated. He always talks about if these four women had chose another man, how he just seems very defeated in his confessionals or his solo interviews. I just think he is perhaps in over his head. Uh, I think he has, Mary that he doesn't really want to be married to anymore. I think maybe they just lost that love and feeling. Christine seems to be pissed off at him all the time. Janelle, she's kind of just, she seems to be the, whatever. I could take you or leave you, but you stay over there right now, is what she was saying this week with the quarantine. And so I think if Kody in Kody's dream world, if he had his way, he probably would just be married to Robin. And then bless her heart, Robin would have to be with him all the time. And I don't know if anybody has that much nice in them. I don't know. What do y'all think? Who is your favorite sister wife? Why don't you leave in the comments for me who your favorite sister wife is and why, and who is your least favorite sister wife? Everybody has one. And of course, nobody likes Kody. If you are for Kody, feel free to leave that in the comments too. We want to hear about it. I tell you what, if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, you'll never miss a video. You can hit the like video if you enjoyed this video, but most importantly, I want you to leave me a comment. I want to know what you think. Are you even watching Sister Wives still? I just now call it the We Hate Kody show. I don't even know, it's season 15,000 and episode 100. I don't know. But it feels like it's definitely coming to an end. I think the relationships are going to end before we get houses built out there on Coyote Pass because we can't even agree who wants their house where. And Kody is trying to build, a house for himself on Coyote Pass, away from the Wobbs. So I don't know. The big plan for the one big house, Kody, is definitely not working out for you. Definitely not working out for you because I just don't think anybody wants you anymore, honey. But don't worry, your hair still looks exactly the same. Notice I didn't say it looked good. I just said it looks exactly the same. So there you go, Kody. Or as my aunt likes to say, it's your hair as long as you like it. So Kody, as long as you like that hair, that's all that matters. That's really all I have for you this week. We'll see next week if him and Mary are able to rekindle anything out there in the woods, or if they just make s'mores, or if Mary, you know, gets rid of him and the sister wives split the insurance money. That's just, anyway. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time for a recap of Nobody Wants to Quarantine with Kody. Bye now.